morning, the chairman, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comrades within and in diaspora, ladies and gentlemen, our able viewers. My name is Queen Mrs. Olushola, live from Alimosho branch. We have a case of visa scam reported by one Mr. Frank Ugu based in Israel against one Mr. Effiong and Mrs. Rosalind. This case was presided last on the 13th of May 2020, where the accused and the complainant have some misunderstanding in reconciling the accounts involved. That case on that day was scheduled for today, which will have both the two accused person in the house and connected to Israel to Mr. Frank Ugu, also from Israel, to have a final resolution over this issue. Thank you. Here with me, I have Comrade Eposa Jr., also who will be assisting in the presiding this morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I want to draw the attention of everybody. This is a platform of Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Is basically mainly for handling of cases, resolving, having this proper and positive resolution on case amicably. Please, no foul languages is permitted to be used in this platform against the accused, the complainant, neither anybody moderating over any case in this office, and any form of breach of that instruction will leave us with no any other option than to block whoever that will alter the rules of this platform. Thank you very much. Join us as we interview the parties. Okay, I think we're having enough distance in this office, so you can remove your face mask so that we can easily hear from you. Thank you. Last we discussed on the we talk of a statement of account. The statement of account Mr. Frank Ugu sent to us. We were trying to reconcile that statement last time, and there was so much error. Have you been able to reconcile the statement?
Yes, I did the following day. I went to the bank.
Okay.
Where the error came from, because the money was sent to my two accounts.
Okay.
And I was able to get the two statements of account.
Okay.
Which tallies with what Mr. Frank has.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so meaning there is no much work to do. I think what is the claim? Let me ask Mr. Frank again. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Mr. Frank, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
How is Israel?
Sorry, ma, what is there?
Hi, how are you doing over there?
I bless God, ma, and you people, I hope everyone is good.
Well, we're good. We're safe. Okay, first one, there's so much noise from there, please.
Yes, I'm sincerely sorry about that. The city, they are working on my city, so there is a lot of noises. I have tried to go out, even go out of my compound also, so that you can be able to hear me very well. I'm outside, as you can see.
Okay.
You can manage with me, please.
Oh, it's all right. How much was the calculation you gave to us that day, please?
Yes, what really happened was I gave you a wrong figure because I remember that we made the payment to Mrs. Rosalind Bank, two bank accounts, GTB and First Bank. So when I sent my brother to go and print out all the transaction we did, everything, the grand total of the whole money is 1,096,000 naira. Then from this money, they refunded 338,000 naira to me. Now I have balance of 1,658,000 to be balanced, but they take down 344,000 naira as expenses from me. 14,000 naira to be balanced, and that is the money which I showed them in your office for them to pay me.
Okay, the total money you gave to them was how much?
1,960,000.
1,960,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And they said they made expenses.
Yes, they made expenses which they told me the total was 344,000 naira. 344.
344.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are left with 1,340,000.
Yes, 1,314,000.
Can we do
After
that?
After you take down the 338 which they refunded to me.
Okay. So you have a 1,314,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's confirm from Miss Roslyn. Miss Roslyn, after you cross-check your account, is it the exact amount? So you are to refund the 1,314,000. Okay, how do we get the money back to him?
Like I earlier said.
Can you speak up, please?
Like I earlier said, when they only used my account for this transaction, and this same figure was transferred to Mr. Johnson for the said transaction. So Mr. Johnson will tell me on how he will be able to pay him back.
All right, Mr. Effiong Johnson, I'm not expecting you to be doing calculation in this office again because both of you left, and I believe this calculation must have been settled between yourself and Miss Roslyn from that date on to this date.
Yeah, the calculation they are having is quite different from what I actually received. That's why I'm actually bringing out my pen over again, because we're looking at the candidates that in question were 8 candidates that were sent to me for the processing at the amount of 219 per each candidate as a deposit processing fee. 219 per each candidate.
How many candidates?
8. Out of the 8 candidates, 2 candidates were actually dropped, and refund of 2 was actually given, which is the 338,000 he talks about.
219.
Yes, 219,000 multiplied by 8. No, we've not done that yet.
That is 1,752,000.
Yes, that is the money that came
1,752,000. That is the money Roslyn sent to you.
That the money Roslyn sent to me.
Okay, so
now,
there are some balances still with Roslyn.
Then 2 candidates out of the 8 candidates dropped, and a refund of 338,000 was made.
Okay, 1,752,000, right?
1,752,000.
Don't interrupt him. 1,752,000 minus 3 what?
338,000.
338,000. 338. You have 1,414,000.
1,440,000 as regard to the transaction on ground for each candidate, which is 219 per each candidate.
Yeah.
Now, based on this, actually, the first transaction was handled directly by a company in Israel, which we actually paid consolidated insurance, all-mark consolidated insurance fee.
Mr. Frank, can you go inside? Can you go to your place? The noise we can't bear it, please.
Okay, now let me try to go inside.
The first transaction was handled by a company directly in Israel. I came with all my factory within the company that handled the job and everything. Now, the company in Israel took, because it was non-appearance, so normally you have to have a large candidate. I don't want to go into more detail because my madam is very experienced in the travel history. So, sorry, please allow me, madam. Now, just go straight to avoid wasting this honorable house time. The first transaction was handled by a company in Israel as regards of non-appearance. So we only send data page of the candidate alongside with visa deposit of $50 with the insurance fee that we actually sent alongside to them, making it 40,000. That was what I actually sent to the first company. They were not the only candidate because it was able to be a tour, a group tour of about 39 people that were in the list alongside with this candidate. And this is the name of the guide tour, the names is here and everything is here. So we paid the money, I made the payment of $1,950 to the company. I have the receipt of payment here. And after then, they went ahead
$1,950
for the numbers of people that I gave to them. So the transaction was carried out. We have to wait for 14 working days to get the result. When the result came to the company, get back across to that. During the screening, that the Ministry of Interior discovered that there were some foul play issues and they denied that candidate. They refused them. Now I came across to, I sent a message to my people who gave me the candidate because I don't know Frank, I know her, but Mr. Frank had been acting as an intermediary between the candidates and the payment aspect of it. Now, after that, at this point, I told Mr. Frank that this is what has happened, that these people have been refused by the Ministry of Interior, that what do we do next? He said, okay, fine, what are the alternatives out? I said, okay, the second alternative we have is we need to go direct via the Nigerian Christian Pilgrimage Board. That is the second option we have, that we should go directly. So he said, what does the requirement involve? I said, okay, I'll put together what are the requirements. I went straight to Reverend Christy Leary of Baptist Church at Obanikoro because he is a licensed tour operator. That can he help me list some of my candidates for pilgrimage to Israel? He said, as long as they are going to return, that he can actually put them on his list and do that. I have to open up to him because I told him that this candidate, I am afraid I don't think some of them are going to return. The moment I said that, he said no, he can't take that transaction because it's against his ethics and was okay, I should look for other people. I said, okay, I have to go to Alausa myself, the Nigerian Christian Pilgrim Board in Alausa, pick up the requirement. The same thing they told me, that said, guys, you need to pass through a licensed tour operator to be able to make things easier for you, even if you have the requirement. That was when I went to Disciple Travels and Tour. It's a licensed Christian tour operator. They were about traveling that period of time. They said, okay, they can assist, but we need to pay an asconti fee. And at the same time, give a referee that will stand as the guarantor on their behalf. I said, that won't be a problem. I'm going to look for a guarantor. I went to speak to my father-in-law, who is able to be the former Alimosho Khan chairman of the Christian Association, Dr. Ashadu. He said he was going to accept, but he was actually planning to travel to Israel at that period of time, that he will lead the thing for me. I should send the names of them. On the Alimosho Christian Association of Nigeria, Khan, Agbado Kyodo, they wrote a letter with the names of all the candidates and attached. We went further as more to authenticate because according to the requirement of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrim Board, you have to have either a pastor or a police officer, a doctor that can stand as a reference for you. Otherwise, you have to pay a fee of about 5,000 non-refundable fee, just to cut the whole story short. Based on the recommendation, we have to go straight to the Lagos State Khan chairman, Dr. Alexandra Bambushi. We went to his house, to his office, he invited us over. We went through the assistance of this man, we were able to meet with him. Going to such a place, you know, we can't go with just an empty hand. Something must have inspired along the line. That I can't just display here. He gave us his recommendation to the NCPC Lagos chapter and also to the Israel embassy in Abuja. I have the letter here. These are photocopies of the letter that were sent by Dr. The picture we snapped together as with me. After this, the tour operator man that was to handle the job said, bring the names, let me find everything. But they are going to pay a deposit, non-refundable deposit of $15,000, which is what is required from the NCPC. I told Mr. Frank, will your candidates be able to pay this fund? From the look of things, when we break it down, each person should be able to add $500 to his money. He said he doesn't think his candidates will want to pay additional money to this. Now, what?
Mr. Frank.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Are you hearing what he's saying?
Yes, I can hear him very well.
So he said. So he said,
yeah.
He said there is no problem that his candidate will not be able to pay additional money aside what the 219 they've already paid. That what do we do? I said, okay, at this point, there's nothing I can actually do than to see if we can actually find a way of refunding also. There were other agencies who brought clients to us that make that long list. Those ones actually back out. We did a refund. Their names are there. I can give this honorary house their name. They can call. They got their refund all complete aside for the visa fee that was actually deducted and the insurance fee at that moment. Still on the 219, sir. 40,000 was what we actually wanted to deduct. At this point, Mr. Frank was still asking, is there still way out? I said, fine. If your people are ready at this point to face the interview one-on-one at the Israel embassy, we can prepare the documentation to guide them. I never in any way told them I was going to guarantee them a visa. My job was to prepare documentation to assist in processing the visa. Fine, I said, okay, let's see what we go. Well, for the fact that my company, we do handle medical tourism, we have 1 or 2 people we always interact with in the Israel embassy and that do sometimes help us to sort things. This candidate of his, now at this point, where his candidate were 6 in number, we began the documentation of grouping them. The embassy sent a letter that they will not accept group interview, that they have to come one by one. So appointment was granted on each individual. We prepared documentation.
Mr. Frank, you're supposed to, sorry, not Frank, Mr. Effiong. You know, I don't listen to too much your story.
Yes,
that by now you're supposed to have known this from now. What you want to hear is the key point of what happened, how the money will be resolved and returned back to them.
Okay.
Whatever you talk with the whoever you meet, how much money you give to honorable or whoever, if the parties, the candidates are not carried along and there was no concrete documented agreement between you and the person, you know, we deal on proof, evidence, facts, and figures. So if you cannot present us anything that have to do with signing of paper and agreement between you and these people, the option is just to make a refund. You know, I spoke with you like a brother that day. I wouldn't want you to be taking us off camera. Too much.
Let the whole thing stop at the moment. Having that issue occur, we did a to okay, back to when the whole thing went down and it was not successful. They went for the interview and they had support. I don't want to go on this one to ask with more of those other details of what transpired. I told Mr. Frank, if find it has occurred, and being a gentleman, also him well understandable, that we will do a refund. But the refund is going to be, we minus some of our expenses and we'll do whatever the different we can do.
Hold on, and additional expenses than what you write here, or these very expenses?
No, I've not done.
Sent back to
no,
it was
you say there is expenses
yes.
that you guys made that make you to have 1,314,000.
No.
That was what you said.
Okay, on my own record.
On her own record, that was what you said.
Mr. Frank sent 8 people. 2 inside out of these 8, 2 people have been.
You've said all that. I ask you, when Mr. Frank, you first spoke to this office, that you did a total calculation, and you told us yes that the money Mr. Frank is claiming is right, that you have reconciled your account, and that truly that is the balance you are owing. You are owing him. But this money, you transferred the money to Mr. Effiong. And while you were seated in us, you said there was some expenses that you people incur that brought this money from 1.960 to 1,314,000.
The money is 1.752. He even said that in our last sitting, Mr. Frank. He said that in our last sitting. That the money is 1,000,007 something, and you were telling him to be accurate. You don't want to be hearing 7 something.
Yeah.
Then the money is supposed to be 1,752,000, 219 by 8. Out of this 1,752,000, 338 has been refund for 2 persons, and it's supposed to be 1 million. The balance is supposed to be 1,414,000. Inside the 1,414,000, Mr. Johnson had already deducted 100,000 for the expenses of these 2 persons, that the money was refunded.
How did you know? Were you part of it?
No, that is what he sent to me. Because they answered.
Okay, how much did you transfer to Mr. Frank, Mr. Effiong?
I transferred this total sum to him.
1,414,000.
Please.
No, for 8 persons, 1,752,000. He sent back He sent back 338 to my account, which I forwarded to Chidebere. And he told me that he has deducted expenses for these two. Their money is, yes, their money is supposed to be 1,438 for 2 persons.
Hold on. If you deducted 100,000 from 1,414,000, meaning you have 1,314,000
for 6 persons left.
For 6 persons left.
Yes.
Are we in the same page?
So yeah, the 1,314,000 is where my own area of refund that I intend to do comes into play, because I'm dealing with 6 candidates, not on 8 candidates, on 6 candidate transaction that he gave to me based on the 219 we actually paid.
Okay, so, hold on, sir. Mr. Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, from what I believe you are hearing what they are saying, and is it true that the balance is 1,314,000 based on the calculation you are hearing now?
Exactly, that is the money which they're supposed to balance me. But I want to put something, I want to add something to what Mr. Johnson has been saying, because I don't want to interrupt him. Mr. Johnson and I, the reason why the 2 people drop at the initial time.
Hold on. Yes. We don't want that story. What we are talking is a balance and check. You are owing me 10 naira. I remove 1 naira. Your balance is 8 naira. That is what you are after. How you met him? How do you withdraw? No, we don't want that story, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. And the money which they need to balance me after all the minus expenses and everything, all out of the 1,996,000 I sent to them, the money which they're supposed to balance me is 1,314,000.
All right. Okay. Well, we still Effiong.
Yeah. Still back. I don't know where you got that result from, but based on what I received and what so far I'm working on 1,314,6 candidates is what I am actually talking about at the moment now. And my expenses is done on this particular transaction of 1,314,000. So before now, after we had the lapses on the transaction, I and Mr. Francis, we added some conversation before now, and I told him
what you want to tell us now. Is it different from this balance of 1,314,000?
Yeah, that's what I want to tell you now. Something we've already, before this honorable house now, I and him have already come into a conclusion before now. And the conclusion was that, okay, fine, minus your expenses for the trip, because each of these candidates were actually on a different transaction data. So minus your expenses, which your flight ticket, your visa documentation, whatever, minus how much you want to give to me.
Flight ticket?
Yes.
Why would you collect flight ticket? Did the people travel?
Yes, we all went to Abuja.
With the local flight.
With the local flights. We all traveled to.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Now, I actually was in Abuja with them, and we all did. We after before they even go in. Already before then, I don't want to keep boring you, because I don't want to put too much on it. We've already done so many rehearsal together before my present over there.
The rehearsal cost money again. So I just want you to go straight to the point.
Yeah, straight. So we had an agreement. Okay, fine. 690 was what my expenses was.
690,000 naira. 690,000.
690,000 naira.
690,000.
Yes.
Out of 1,314,000.
Out of 1,314,000. So I said I was.
How did you do the expenses?
Yeah, very, very simple, madam. My expenses was the initial transaction that was not refunded to me out of the $150 that we paid was just 40,000 naira.
You say?
The transaction, the first transaction I did for the company I handed over the job for initially.
No, leave your company out of it. We don't know no company
okay,
will know you.
Now,
how did you arrive at 600 and something thousand naira for 690,000? Let's say 700,000 naira, not refundable. Mr. Frank, please, I will not want us to get each other angry in this office today.
I want to do
you
it
get
for you, madam, please.
Yeah.
You have to.
Do you have it on your paper, or you just want to start it?
I actually wrote it at probably I must have left on my table in the house, because I did it down that yesterday when I came to our house.
Okay, you have all your time, because I vividly remember when we wanted to bring up this case up, you said no, that we need to give you time so as to have your your calculation from home, then you have some document to present to back up whatever you want to say. And it's the reason why we were not able to conclude on this case that day. We asked everybody, go home, come up with your proof, and which she has done hers. So if you said you do calculation in your house and you still left the paper at home, so I don't know how you arrive at. How many people travel to Abuja? You say 3 persons.
3 people on his own side came to Abuja at that time.
At which person's expenses? Who incurred the expenses?
They came to Abuja, but they came to Abuja from their various states to Abuja.
So you you were not the one that paid for their flight ticket.
I didn't pay for their flight.
I
was to make sure that I also appear over there.
Okay, it's your own expenses,
yes.
Like 600 and something.
That's what I'm saying now.
Your own expenses.
My own expense for the.
Well, how much is the flight ticket? 250,000.
No. How can it be? It's 219 we're looking at now.
No. How much is your flight ticket from Lagos to Abuja?
The 690 is not on a single transaction now. I'm calculating that is 160,000 total expenses on each candidate out of the 219.
Like what kind of expenses?
That's what I'm trying to say now.
Okay.
The flight ticket, the local flight ticket to and fro was between around 55 and 60.
For yourself?
No.
For myself.
No,
okay, not the passenger.
We don't
not
have.
The passenger.
Your words must be one. If you say, you cannot say between. Because if you fly, you must provide us flight tickets. So you cannot say between 50 and 55,000. Flight ticket don't have fraction as in 1.2 naira. If it's 30,000, if it's 35,000, if it's 25,000, whatever. So exact amount. How much is your flight ticket?
My flight ticket to and fro was 60.
60,000 flight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The cost of my hotel reservation, the hotel.
Your hotel, yeah.
The hotel for the 2 days I spent was 20,000 now.
20. Okay.
Yes. Now, in the course of the documentation we did, we had to do, each candidate we did a confirmed hotel reservation and flight, but they all had documentation to present at the embassy. That and the invitation we got for the package was 40,000 naira. The hotel reservation, you have to pay for a confirmed hotel reservation, confirmed flight itinerary, the IV that was used.
Which IV?
We need to get an invitation.
Invitation later.
Invitation for the program in which we intended them going for.
The invitation, you got the invitation for 3 persons, how much?
It was not for 3 people. They were all 6 people.
6 people. You say 3 people goes to Abuja.
He is the one telling you that 3 went to Abuja. Transaction I did was for 5 candidates who appeared in Abuja.
From his own side?
From his own side. Left one. One did not go when he got the information of the response of what transpired on the other one. So he did not go. So the whole 5 people went to Abuja. And out of those 5 people, I was present at 3. That is the point he's trying to say.
Hold on. You were going and coming, or you went to one?
They were all, the interview date was different date and different months. So I need to present myself on each of those interview dates and meet with them because they already have their.
Will you stop interrupting him? What is your problem?
Mr. Frank was in Israel. He is not the candidate. How we the candidate were in 1 year, they were able to speak more better than what he is in Israel. He was never in Nigeria for all the transactions. Now the thing is that these people, they could not just go in because...
Hold on, the reservation is how much?
It's everything. He's talking about the youth documentation, 40,000.
Yes.
Reservation.
Hotel reservation.
Hotel reservation is how much?
Hotel reservation is 10,000 now.
For each person?
For each person.
Times how many?
Times 5.
50,000. Invitation, how much? For how many people?
Flight itinerary was also 10,000. Flight itinerary was 10,000 also.
Huh?
In course of document processing, hotel reservation is always different from flight itinerary, which I believe you also understand very well. We paid for confirmed flight itinerary, confirmed hotel reservation, and the IV for the transaction. That is at the cost of 40,000.
I believe, hold on. You know, every payment of this must have gone through an account. You cannot, this transaction must have done, you must have done this through an account.
Madam, yes.
Right?
So actually went
okay, so you provide us the
no
statement.
The point where I don't want to really like too
invitation is how much? The invitation is how much?
The IV for the IV actually has to do with the tour operator. They are the one to give you the IV for
Which
the
is how
itinerary.
much?
We just asked because at that point we were not dealing only on the negotiation was not only on one person. So it is because I have to break down this thing that I'm actually explaining this in detail to you, ma'am.
What I want to hear is the how much, because
That-
you would have arrived 690,000. You're supposed to be having accurate amount. This is 1,000. This is 2,000. Then we'll do the calculation as
It's
fast as possible.
160 multiplied by 160,000 is what I actually use as my expenses out of the 219.
How?
That's per person.
How did you arrive at the 160?
That's what I'm explaining so far.
But you're not explaining it.
I am. I've already said the cost of the flight, my cost of flight to Abuja to and fro is 60,000. The cost of the flight and the preparation of the documentation, hotel reservation, flight itinerary, and invitation was 40. My hotel expense for 2 days is 20,000. I'm doing it on 160 per each candidate because they were not all interviewed all at once. It was a different interview. 160 is what I'm actually doing this calculation.
Why are you doing it 160?
Why I'm doing 160 because it is on each individual.
How did you arrive at 160 that you now spread it to 160?
That is what I'm actually
And
calculating.
this thing you said is not up to 160.
The visa fee is it visa fee there?
The visa
If you
fee-
calculate
is
it,
how much?
how do you
the
arrive
visa
at
fee-
160? You say your flight is 60,000, your hotel is 20,000, reservation is 50,000. What of invitation?
No.
Then how did you arrive at 160
The flight-
that you now distribute it among the tourists equally?
That
Yeah.
is- that is it. The flight, my flight was 60K. Hotel, 20,000. Hotel, the documentation application aspect of it, hotel reservation, flight itinerary, and the ID, 40,000 naira. Now that is already, we have about 120. The initial transaction that we initially did, which with the first company I did and the insurance, is 20,000 naira. So calculate it.
Hold on. The question I want to ask you, before you said you spent such amount of money, somebody gave you 1,960,000, and you now start
I
your
didn't collect
hold on.
1,960,000.
That is what she's okay. You collected 1,752,000.
I did not collect. Okay, sorry, madam. Please don't go further, please. 1,752,000 was paid for 8 people initially. 2 candidates opted out, and
Let's forget about that. I know where I'm going.
Okay, ma'am.
You were paid 1,752,000 for 8 or however. Then you returned what is it called, 338,000. Then you have 1,414,000 with yourself. Then you now feel somebody that suffered, that gathered his or her money, either by bulk or by piece, gave you this money. Then you stay at your own comfort and begin to say you spent 609, 700,000 naira. The person should go home and just stay like that. That is what you spent. And you think the person will just stay like that and listen to such story that you are talking?
No, that is not.
Did you for once have any written agreement between yourself and this guy that this is what you'll be spending as an expenses that is not refundable?
Madam, the 219 was stated as processing documentation fee,
That is
which
the
is
question.
$500 per each candidate. And how the money was spent is what I'm giving you the breakdown. So
No.
I have the.
Where did you write anywhere that the money given to you is not refundable?
Did you sign any document?
Did you sign any document?
Frank is not here with
Not
me.
Frank, the
No.
person that gave you the
Yeah,
job.
when I started
Did you sign any document that the money is not refundable?
we
We
did.
said
I ask you a question, yes or no?
no.
Okay. Did you sign any agreement with Frank when they send money to you that you transfer to this money? Is there any agreement you sign? Let me tell you, everybody that registered case in this office, irrespective of any country you registered from, is in Israel. We have people that register case from Canada, from US, from London, all over the world. We are here, they are there. But there must be something that will bound me, this office and them. Whatever we talk, there is no, if you send your voice, there must be a correspondence of chats between us, and before you are being shown, there must be something that you will sign, and that is the agreement that bound that person, the complainant, and this office. Are you with me? So no matter, as far as the person is not in heaven, is still existing on this planet Earth, you cannot say you are transacting business with somebody because the person is in Israel. You say that there's no. You can ask, sign, write this, sign it, and forward it to me, either by mail or by text, or by WhatsApp, or in any other means, provided this person writes and send it. It's a proof. So if there is no written agreement, sir, you cannot take somebody's money and say you spend it and this is your expenses and you take it 690,000. It's not acceptable, please.
I wrote an agreement as regard to when I was about starting the transaction within I and my other party that gave me the job, that if this transaction does not work, I was going to pay back your refund aside the visa fee.
We all know how much is visa fee.
Visa fee for Israel.
Okay, you told us.
Yes, that I have the written letter with me.
The visa fee is different from what you are calculating.
I'm coming to the point. We got to the first transaction of the initial agreement.
Let's see that visa fee agreement first.
I think they have it on the side, on the outside.
Let's have it.
It was, he sent it through WhatsApp to my phone that I forwarded to Mr. Frank.
Now what?
Through WhatsApp. Okay. It was written and he sent it to my phone.
Let's see it now. What?
No, because I had a problem with that phone. I don't know if Mr. Frank can forward it or...
Mr. Frank.
I don't have it on my media.
Yes, I can forward it, ma.
You say they send
An agreement.
an agreement.
Yes.
Okay, send
I
it.
can forward it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, forward it to the where you lay your complaint. The line you send your voice, forward it there.
Oh, okay, ma, immediately.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now.
So I had that, and like I said, they were not the only people on the list of that transaction. Those that were also that were on the list that went on the first transaction through the Ministry of Bureau, the moment it didn't work out, I told them at this point, I do your refund for you. They collected their refund aside visa fee. And
how much was the visa fee?
The visa fee was $50. The $50 was about 18,000 naira at that time. Then plus the insurance that we paid through, they asked us to provide them insurance fee, which we did through.
Where is the insurance you did?
Policy.
The insurance policy.
We actually just you know how normally all this insurance company.
When you said you paid insurance,
Sure.
when you have a policy, we will know, because if insurance is real, we will know. If insurance is not real, we will know. If you say you book a flight ticket that you book that which you know that if you not even you agent always have agreement that somebody can even book confirm flight ticket to you without you even paying a dime. This is not first time. This is not second time. So don't even go there. I don't get Mr. Effiong. I respect your person. Please don't provoke us in this office.
I'm sorry.
I just want you to, the way how responsible you are looking, I want you to behave that way. Let's resolve this case amicably. You have your integrity to protect, and it's the same business you are doing. And I believe I spoke with you at length when you came to this place. I will not want us to be dragging here and there and there. If you are the person, I know you will not bear it. Business is all about gain and losing. The ones you know you cannot gain there, please let go of it and face your life. The ones that you go with peace and you have your peace with your family, please go ahead. This your calculation, to mind this thing, you are entitled to whatever you are calculating there, but it's unacceptable to me, sir. I can't accept it. One, because it's not documented. These things are not receipted. These expenses, this money you are talking about, they are not receipted. So let's, sure, agreed, you must make expenses. There is no way you will not make expenses, but not to the tune of what you are saying. So let's be fair to ourselves so that we not keep dragging ourselves, and at the end we'll provoke each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry for if my listen, but I have to be. I'm being.
You want to ask a question?
I wanted to add something.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, on this same case, you know this thing has been for a very long time now. And sincerely speaking, I'm not really healthy handling all these things. Because of this same case, I lost my child. All that.
No, don't even say that, because you have not even, excuse me, don't even make such comments here. You cannot say because of this case, because they invited you and you said you cannot come, that you are in the hospital and nobody excuse me, we have your record, every report is here. They send you invitation, you did not honor the invitation.
Yes,
Hold on, excuse me, because you are making statement that we cannot accept in this office. No, hold on. No, hold on. I will not permit you to say that thing yet until I clarify what you say. Number one, on the 17th of February 2020, a case of scam was reported by the complainant in our office on the above dates, and a letter of invitation has been sent to the accused, and the appointment is fixed on Monday 24th of February 2020 by 11 a.m. 24th of February 2020 was what is it called? The complainant was present. The accused called that her baby is sick, and as a result she cannot come. The next appointment comes up on the 28th February 2020 by 11 a.m. which is suggested. Then on the 27th February 2020, I called the accused person. This is the admin from the office where they send you letter from, because we detail every transaction and we can print out your statement in our conversation with you on telephone. On the 27th February 2020, I called the accused to remind her of her appointment tomorrow, but she says she is hospitalized at the moment, and as such she cannot come. She was advised to send us the contact address of the hospital. She promised to get back to us as soon as she is discharged to enable us fix the next appointment date. Hold on, excuse me. How are we involved in the losing of your child or the predicament of your head? Hold on, madam, because that statement, we cannot accept it in this office. Hold on. And you said is hospitalized, address sent by her, Light Hospital and Maternity Home Limited, number 32, Follering Street, Akuonjo. Contact Mr. Sunday 081. You send telephone number. The message has been communicated to the complainant, which is in Israel. On the 16th of March 2020, the date they update, the accused did an operation. That is what you call them and tell them that you did operation, you lost the baby and still in the hospital. She promised to honor our invitation as soon as she gets better and discharged from the hospital. The message has also been related to the complainant. On the 25th of May 2020, an appointment has been fixed on Thursday 7th May 2020 by 11 a.m. prompt. Both the complainant and the accused has been notified and they promise to be in attendance. Hold on. On the 7th of May 2020, both the accused and the complainant representative was present. The matter could not be resolved yet. The travel agent that the money was transferred to is expected to be present. The accused is to give us a copy of her statement. You are giving us so much noise from your end. Please drop that line. The accused is to give us a copy of her statement of an account and inform her husband, uncle, and other involved to join us in our next sitting. The complainant was asked to send us the audio conversation before the commencement of the transaction. The next appointment is fixed on Thursday, 14th May 2020 by 11 a.m. prompt. On the 11th of May, a call was put across to the accused to confirm if she has been invited. If she has invited a travel agent, and her response was yes. She later called that since we cannot send him a letter due to some circumstances beyond our control, we can as well call him, meaning the agent, which is Mr. Effiong, refused to honor the invitation and insisted that we send him a personal invitation letter, which the office did. Then when we called, he requested that we send him an SMS to that effect, which he may need to show to his lawyer, who is in a position to advise him on what to do. The message has been sent to him. On the 13th May 2020, when a call was put across to him, Mr. Johnson Effiong, reminding him of the appointment the following morning, he told us that he is not coming except to send him a letter, which we eventually did. The next appointment is stated on the 21st May 2020 by 11 a.m. prompt. 21st May 2020, all parties were present, but the matter could not be resolved yet because there were discrepancies on the bank statement of both the complainant and the accused. The accused was advised to get another printout of her statement of account with effect from the date the transaction started. Then the next appointment is fixed on the 4th June 2020 by 11 a.m. prompt, which was yesterday. And because I went to court, this meeting we are meeting today could not hold yesterday because of this. And you were informed that the meeting should hold today. So, madam, explain to the world why this office is responsible for the child that you lost.
I apologize for the language I used. Excuse me. What I wanted to say, I lost the baby due to preeclampsia. That is 5 people. I never seen them.
But have you been involved in your health challenge? Do we know you from madam?
No,
have you ever known me? You came to our office at your own convenience.
I apologize.
Did anybody embarrass you?
No, I wanted saying something. I wanted from this thing, I wanted saying something. I wanted saying I lost it because of preeclampsia, and up to now, my health is not really okay. So I wanted to plead that we should not go into more details. We should just ask Mr. Johnson how...
We should not go into more details.
Into more his explanation so that he will be able to...
Excuse me, madam. You are assumed to be an accused person, that they sent money to you. And our duty is to defend your right and the right of our complainant, yes, and to ensure justice prevails. You cannot cut us short not to go into details. Somebody said, I spent somebody's money. Mr. Effiong said he spent 690,000 out of 1,414,000 sent to his account for visa processing. And there is an argument between the owner of the money and this man in question. How is that your concern? That you are comparing this office not to investigate his statement, not to ask him? If we were to stop here, of course, I will be happy to have my time to myself, and then you advise, because this business, the money transaction is between yourself and Mr. Effiong. So both of you should tell us to how you can refund the 1,414,000, not to cut us short and begin to make some statement that is not acceptable in this office.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That is what I just wanted to tell you. I'm sorry. The language used. I'm sorry.
Once again, we want to really apologize for that aspect. Don't be afraid of this. To wrap up the whole thing and to avoid wasting this honorable house time, before now, I am Mr. Frank. We've actually had a sincere conversation before now as regard to how much I intend to give to him as a refund. I told him then I was going to pay him 800,000 naira as his refund out of the 1,314,000 naira. He agreed, and we actually ended it there. Last year, 2019, was actually a very bad year for me in terms of business aspect.
Hold on. From what you said now, I'm saying this so that I believe, because you are still in the same business, except you strategize and do things in a proper way other than this. Because if your matter appear before me again and you don't have any genuine or proper document to back up your claim, you may not find it funny. You understand? Our duty is to resolve amicably, not to embarrass or harass anybody, to come in and how we can resolve between yourself and anybody that complain here. You might be our complainant in the nearest future, but please, anything you are doing, let it be documented. If you ask this guy, Mr. Frank, have you agreed with him for once? That be sincere to yourself, because we don't want anybody to lie here. Please, have you told this guy, agreed with him to refund back the sum of 800,000 to you after the whole transaction? Be sincere to yourself, please.
He said something like that, which I argue with him. We started having a serious problem with that. He said he's going to pay the 800 for the moment. That is the money he can be able to afford. Then later he will give me the remaining one. I said if that is the problem, please start paying. Let me, I don't mind using my own money to complete to those people that contributed this money. But make sure you pay me back my money. We did not agree completely to give me 800 and something like he barely said. I told him start bringing the money. Start bringing the money. Let me see what I can do from my own side. Since you said you have a financial problem, and he has been pleading with me all this while, I should please pardon him. He has problem this, he has problem that, his office rent, this and that. I told him start bringing money, start bringing something. Let me know where I can be able to assist you for the moment. So he refused to bring even one kobo, and since that 2019 till date, that was what prompted me to fire him to pay all the money and completely. Even the one I promised him I'm going to fulfill for him, I cannot be able to do it again.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, sir. If you have once, hold on. If you have once agreed with him to refund you 800,000, that is what we are going to stand on it.
No, ma. I have not done that.
You said what?
I told him, let him start paying. Let him start paying, bring it first. That is what I told him. Because he said he don't have money and he's having a problem. That he's going to balance me the remaining one later. You understand? So this is what I agree with him. And out of 219, all these expenses, what he's saying, if you look at the calculation of 8 candidates, in 219, 98 people is 1,752,000. But I gave him 244,000 extra because he has been extorting money from me through Mrs. Lottery. They will tell me they are going to Abuja, they need to pay for flight ticket, 50,000 we said, 90,000 we said, 100,000 we said. You understand? Even the day of the visa, the 3 people that went there, they paid for the visa fee 8,000 naira there. I paid for their transport. Mr. Effiong was not here, present in that interview. None of them. He just went there to schedule an appointment in the embassy. He has not been there with any of the clients. You can call them, I can call them and confirm from them. He wasn't there at all. 3 people. I paid them more money than that 219,000 as they told me. I paid extra 244,000. You understand, ma?
Okay, this is what we'll do. You cannot stand on that this thing. Let's do plus and minus. You make a shift,
okay,
he will make a shift. Why we are here is to resolve, not to fight.
Yes,
make a shift from your claim, he will make a shift from his claim, so that we forge ahead. Am I right?
You are certainly right. I just want to make a kind of a correction all over again, because it's quite a point that this matter lingered down to this point whereby he's trying to say we did not, because actually, in fact, the 800 was not even the actual figure I said I was going to pay. It was based on the fact that the man that recommended him to this, my people here, actually interfered in the matter again. I said, Johnson, no. You have done it, you did a job for me that brought me to Israel. That was what I recommended you. That okay, had something to that figure. I said, okay, fine. This is what I can afford to go for. Out of 1,314,000, I will do a refund of 800,000 naira to him.
Out of 1,314,000,
I will do a refund of 800,000 naira.
It's not 314, 1,414,000.
Okay, so I was going to do 800,000 refund to him. He said, okay, no problem. It was towards end of the year at that time. That was, I think, precisely around October or so when we came to that concession agreement. I said, okay, fine. I'm not bulky at this moment. I'm actually down financially. Bear with me. But meanwhile, let me see what. He kept pestering me, kept calling. I said, I don't have. In fact, at that point, I was even asthmatic. I think like I don't have money. I have to be honest with you, but I'm assuring you, you will get your refund. I don't owe anybody, and I won't owe you. Please. He sent me some message. We can be friends. We can do so many other things together and all that. I said, fine. I really appreciate that. And so it got to a point whereby he said he was being troubled by the people that he got that. Okay, fine. Okay, at this point, can we have a kind of a trade by barter? Do you have somebody who is an aged person who is matured enough around 50, 90, I mean 50, 60 that you know that want to go to Israel for a pilgrimage? I can be of assistance, so we can use that to compensate the entire transaction whereby. So he said he will look into it. Later on he said he doesn't have. I said, okay, that's no problem. We got into this year, January. We all know how the country is always like at the beginning of the year. I don't have money. It was in January 17 precisely, which I spoke to my bank to take some fund in order to start building up our business.
Let's go straight to the
in the middle of that stuff, we went to this pandemic and so I'm willing to still pay Mr. Frank the 800,000 that I've actually agreed to him without having any problem. Fine, I understand that lingered, and I do apologize for that fact. It was not intentional. I really want to pay. By and by, we all have business with lose and loss. I was in this honorable house where one case came up against me where I accepted my own part of the fault in that area as a medical tourism person. I saw my fault and I agreed to this house. I was going to do that, and we had a concession. So his own will not be a defense for me not to be. But the only thing is that I have so many other things aside paying refund and debt. I only just want to plead with him and to this honorable house to please use the good heart that you guys have been doing fantastic to plead with him for me. I just need time. I'm willing to pay the people he paid the money to, because if we want to go around, we've not added anything together, but I'm willing to refund to some amount of money to them, and then they can be able to settle him. And so I only just need time. This one I'm only just here to plead for. I'm not disputing the fact that I don't want to give a refund. By and by, we all had lost stuff. Like she actually counseled me, and I appreciate that. I've made myself, I understand that. I told her the last time that I was trying to do familiarity of friendship of this thing, but I've discovered that it is not pay, it has gone, because if I've been doing every commercial documentation, every pen documentation, I think I won't be on this issue of fact there. So that is also, I only want to plead once again with this honorable house and him. He's a gentleman. I appreciate him. He has been a friend. We've had so many good conversations together, and that moving forward, I should please, I'm begging him. I'm not trying to brag or so. Let's just stay on that so that I can be able to make this payment easier for myself, and we can be able to see from this and move over to something else. So,
all right, before we go this, we just want to give like 10 minutes for people to put call across to the house for brief contribution. While you are still on this is Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center page. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV. The number to call is 090302484 is number to call if you want to call to give a meaningful and responsible contribution. Please put call on it. All right, so expect your call briefly. If you have anything, please, the call should not be instructive, and if you are calling, please reduce the volume of the gadgets you are using to watch us. Thank you. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good morning.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Procedural. I'm calling from Spain. Please, I want to contribute, and before then, I want to ask the accuser where about the rest of the money first before saying something.
Go ahead and send your contribution. Don't ask them questions because you are not the one moderating. Just give your contribution. We are going to that.
Okay. Okay, madam. Before if you go to embassy, that visa fee is non-refundable.
Yes.
That one is accepted anywhere.
Yeah.
Because if you go to whether they give you visa or not, they are not going to pay you the money back.
Yeah.
If they can minus that visa fee, the rest of the money, because this guy now cannot tell me you are doing something for somebody, you are taking flight to Abuja, you are going for expensive hotel, you cannot enter bus and all this. Most of the money he said is spent in flights at the hotel. All liar, all lie. There's the only thing you can do in that one to share the money into two. Those about he spent in the flight and the hotel. He shared it to do. He's going to pay for what? Because I'm sure that he didn't go to Abuja by flight. Do you understand me? Yeah. Then that visa fee, he should remove it. Then the other money should pay to the person, and he should exactly give you exactly what he's going to pay. No. Because those visa agents, they are upfront people. This is what they have been doing to people in Nigeria. I'm in Europe. I know how I got to Europe. I know how many times I've been for my visa. Do you understand me? Yeah. If you go to American embassy today, they will tell you to pay visa fee. Even if they don't give you visa, no money. They are not going to report the money back. That's what I want to contribute. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Thank you for your call. Prince from Spain. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. Our call line is 090302484 is the call line, please. Thank you. Okay, while we wait for few people that will be calling for contribution, Mr. Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
You heard what Mr. Effiong said.
Yes, ma'am. Very clear.
Okay. What do we do in that? We want a shift from your grant, please. We know it's not easy to spend or waste money or lost money, but let's have a shift of let's just have a shift, please.
Yes, ma'am. You know, like he barely said, I'm a very decent person and friendly person. You know, I'm not. What I want to understand from what he's saying is that 1,440,000 is what is owing him according to him. But the total sum of money which I said to them.
Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Michael.
Michael from where?
From United Kingdom.
UK, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say I've listened very well to the conversation and to how far you've gone.
Thank you, sir.
Like the gentleman that called earlier on said, I believe the visa fee, that one is non-refundable, and other consultation fee to the office where the agreement was made, I know that one can be part of non-refundable. The remaining money should be what you think and how the report should be made. If the gentleman that spent the money, I'll give him more than enough time for the money to be paid back. And this guy, from the very first time started this talking, I can see that he's a big liar, and most of these things back home in Nigeria is what we are doing to big people. So just we use him as a warning for others. I think it's bad. Supposed to pay back to the gentleman.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you, sir. Can you imagine? Hello?
Hello? Good afternoon.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Benin. This is Effiong calling from Benin.
Are you watching the program?
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Can you speak up so that we can hear you?
Yes, I'm watching the program. Do you people have office in Benin? You can handle anywhere.
Hello? Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
My name is I'm calling from London.
We can't hear you, please.
Look, I want to make a contribution regarding the...
Can you speak up, sir?
Yes, the case I said the case happened now.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm begging the enemy you should understand that when they started it to speak, right?
Sir.
Because of one of the things, according to what the agent explained, that's why it didn't work out. I'm begging the if they can share the money 50-50, or the agent pay the 800,000. Because I'm not an agent, but I know what these guys found.
What is your name?
It's not easy. My name is Mr. Frank.
Mr. Quack.
Mr. Frank, Franklin.
Okay. It's all right.
I know what this agent passed through. it's not easy. I know we have the ones that are usually to defraud you, and we have the sincere ones. Please, if Mr. Frank in Israel understands, accept the 800,000 naira due to the guy, so that our people will just worry. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frank. God bless you. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Who is
speaking? Kingsley. I'm calling from Austria.
Kingsley from Austria, go ahead.
One of my contribution is, you know, if it's smart, the guy is question. Then him telling spend travel to Abuja, he has given them the cost of the visa okay, the breakdown. This is that's what they get for him. For him, let me say that is nonsense. What you need to do, let him get the people. I was okay. I let everything with it.
All right. Thank you very much. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good afternoon. Hello? Hello? Hello, who is speaking and where are you calling from? Good afternoon, sir. Your network is not good. We can't hear you, please. I don't know.
I'm calling for Spain.
Your name?
My name is Melody. I'm calling for Spain.
Melody, go ahead. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Okudili. I'm calling from Hamburg, Germany.
Your name is who?
Okudili Obi.
Okudili, go ahead. From Germany.
Madam, first of all, I want to thank you so much. I so enjoyed the way you handled this case.
Thank you,
sir.
You
are very, very professional. I really want to appreciate it. God bless you, ma'am.
Amen.
Secondly, what I want to say, there's nothing I have to say more than what you have said. You just spoke my mind. You said Mr. Frank should come down, Mr. Effiong should come down. That is the best way they will do it. I know if you want to go into details, Mr. Effiong has done a lot of mistakes. There is no receipt and other things to prove. A fourth meeting for two of my people. So I just want to appreciate what you said is very correct. All of them to come down and meet. Thank you. God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Hello? Okay, we missed the call. I think we'll have a few. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, who is speaking and where are you calling from?
My name is Yewande. I'm a travel agent as well.
Your name is who?
Yewande.
Yewande from where?
I'm calling from Nigeria, Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
I'm a travel agent as well. I want to contribute to one of my colleagues to the customer. Why on earth will you collect money to process visa when you don't have a back in your custody?
Why what?
You're not very sure the visa is not for you. It will not all return to the state. Why would you collect money? 1.2 something and you say you want to return 800,000? If the money is still with him, I'm not there. And I've been in this thing for a year. Then he will not tell you the truth. He will complete the amount of money. He should only remove the visa fee. Only the visa fee is entitled to. Only the visa fee. All other money, he should return the man's money completely. And not very well. He should return the man's money. He is only entitled to collect the visa fee because he's not one that will collect it. Every other thing, the document and this, he will do it from the system. He should return the man's money. Unless I will offer this thing, I will show it to the association. They will track him. He should just return the man's money. Simple.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yewende, Mr. Yewende from Lagos. Human rights defender and access to justice, good morning. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Afternoon.
My name is Val. I'm calling from London.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Hello, I'm calling from London.
Your name is who?
Yes, I want to contribute. Yes, Wale from London.
Okay.
Yes. I want to contribute on this. What you are doing at the moment. If you stay alive, the God Almighty continue for the good work that you are doing.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, right. I said may God continue to bless you for the good work that you are doing.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Concerning this visa issue, concerning this visa issue, that man, to me, is a scammer. Then you cannot collect 1.4 from somebody and not say you want to refund 800,000. Is it to determine how it's going to return? Is it going to keep 600,000? For what? Ask him, what has he done with the rest of the money? Go and check the kind of the car he's using. So he has to pay at least, he cannot take more than maybe 5% of the money. Maybe 200,000. But not that kind of 600,000. Because you don't know how many people he has been cheating or have cheated. So may God Almighty continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Final call, human rights defender and access to justice, good morning.
Hello.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Onitsha.
Your name, please.
Mr. Michael from Onitsha.
Michael from Onitsha, go ahead, please.
Yes. Please, I want to contribute on the issue at hand.
Okay.
So we are talking of 1,900,000 and minus 338,000. 1,600,000. The guy, Mr. Frank, gives to the woman. So the woman should be supposed to, the woman and the agent is supposed to reorganize the two money and balance the Mr. Frank. They will just minus only the fee on it.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Human rights defender and access to justice, good morning. Human rights defender and access to justice, good morning. Hello? We have just one chance of call. Hello?
Hello, calling from Mauritius.
You are calling from where? Your name?
Mauritius, my name is Sunday. I'm calling from Mauritius.
Sunday from Mauritius, go ahead. You are the final caller, please.
Okay, please tell the man to refund the get money. That's how some agents are doing in Nigeria.
He's not
so I know
going
the
get
agent
money.
and the document fee. Hello, ma. I know the agent fee and the document is not refundable. All of you know that. But let him return the money, please. Let him to return his money back, please.
All right.
That is my point.
Okay. Thank you very much. You are our last caller for this program for today. Let's quickly round up. Okay, for now, this is okay. I have Mr. Frank, UK. He said they should share 50-50. Kingsley from Austria, he said agent should refund back the money. Mr. Monday from Spain, okay, we could not hear you properly. We lost your call. Olua, okay. Okudili from Hamburg said the money should be refunded back. Yewande, which is the agent, visa agent, also based in Lagos, which seems to be happen to be your colleague, so you should refund back the money except the visa fee. Of course, they will be trying to tell us, tell the office what is obtainable. Then you will have Wale from London. He said both of you should shift a little. Then Mike from Onitsha, he said he should take the visa fee and return back the money. Then Sunday from Mauritius, you should refund back the money. All right, viewers, so far so good. This office, what I will ask Mr. Effiong, you will refund back Mr. Isreal the sum of 1.2 million. Because the calculation you have done is over 500,000.
No, it's
and
not,
it's outrageous.
It's actually, madam, please, with your due, I know you've done. The thing is this. It's quite unfortunate that the candidates in questions are not here because they would have.
Hold on. Before you finalize, we have, for every case we handle, we have professionals from any line. If you talk of house agent, you talk of landlord, you talk of lawyer, you talk of agent. In this office, this person sitting beside me is a comrade and is a visa officer. Can we ask him how he run his agency? Because it's also a visa agent that run it. Okay, Mr. Ewusa, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. My name, once again, is Comrade Ewusa Sawe Jr.
Okay.
I actually have a travel agency which I run.
Yeah.
And this case that we are treating today is related to traveling issue. You see, how we do our own traveling issue in my office. When a client of this magnitude comes, we normally have an agreement. There's always a form that you fill, and it will be stated there that so money that you are going to pay is not refundable. Okay. And you fill the form, put your picture there. And as for the visa fee, except maybe you are paying online, if you are not paying online, the client themselves normally pay the visa fee at the embassy.
Okay. Themselves?
Yes, themselves at the embassy. So for the documentation, maybe probably if you want from the money he paid, that is the consultation fee, you ask the person what kind of document he has, or if he doesn't have, if you want to provide the document, you can as well provide it for him from those money he dropped. But the 50,000 consultation fee that we normally collect is not refundable, which most of the agents do sign. I mean, most of these clients sign.
Okay, on the second note, the documentation is that you heard him that he said he spent 600 and something thousand. What is the visibility, the possibility of him spending 690,000, that is 700,000 out of 1,400,000?
I think what he's trying to say is that he included the document, like the package, the flight reservation ticket, the hotel, and the every other thing, the visa fee inclusive. But where I find it wrong there, you know, in every business you have to gain always. Those flight tickets you took to Abuja and the hotel you stay are supposed to be your expense. When things of this magnitude comes up, you and the principal agent need to sit down and iron it out. Since there was no document that you signed from the onset, you sit down and iron it out, give him your business.
So do you people just sit in your office and be scandalizing people's money because the person bring money to you for it, then you will not start spending the person's money for that reason? Okay, you fly to Abuja, you not fly out of the person's money, you stay in the hotel at your comfort, you use the person's money because the person's money is in your custody.
No, we don't do that. Well, we don't do that. What we normally do, once the visa comes out, that is when you are even going to pay. Or
That's when you're supposed to pay. So if they deposit money in your custody, that money have to be intact.
Maybe it's just for there as a guarantee that
they will pay when the visa is out. Good. All right, you have heard from one of the visa agents in our office here. Okay, according to him, I thought you want to say he also be part of the agent that scandalized. I would have joined both of them and locked them up right first for even coming online to say he can't spend somebody's money at will, at their own comfort, enjoying yourself and with somebody's money. Okay, Mr. Effiong, you've had everybody cannot be against you. If you go to the platform, of course, I don't think I know any one person in this platform, single person, as in, if there are 10,000, I don't think I know, I don't think I've met any followers here one-on-one, facially. I might have talked with the person the same way they are watching me, but I don't think I have met any follower one-on-one, except some of our members in abroad that we've met in abroad or they visited Nigeria will say, but followers, no. I don't think anybody will come up to say that I've met you one-on-one, that we're discussing whatever. So if every one of them will be speaking on one tone, then you are dealing with the society, you are dealing with the world. And these people we're talking to, those that are calling, contributing, these are the people that must have used one of you as agents. And these are some of, because of that line. Mr. Frank, please don't call the line back. If we need you, we will call us. We will call you back. Mr. Frank, don't call back. We're having so much noise from your end. You can watch us from there. If we want to connect you, we will call you. Please watch us wherever you are and stop calling the line for now. Thank you. So, and the same people will still need you, because thousands of them want their wife, their husbands, their sisters, their brothers, their children to join them over there. So if you have 100 calls, 85% or even 90 are people that you need. You understand me? And I keep telling people what matters most in this life is integrity. Your good name. You may have money, you may not have good name. You may have money, you may not have people that can, there are so many things you cannot use your money to get. You understand me? So I believe what we need to do, we have lingered so much on this issue. I would not want us to drag beyond this level again, because we have heard from other people's opinion, and we have heard from your colleagues, you've heard from myself, you've heard from this guy, and the only thing we only tell this is what is obtainable, while the other people also join to tell us this is it, pay total amount, refund back. Of course, we cannot ask you refund back the total money, but the reasonable one, to be fair to both sides, is why I said pay 1.2 out of 1,214,000. I think that to me is fair enough, because it's money and it's somebody's money.
Really, you've spoken well, and my colleague here also has also spoken. I also wish, I believe, each agency has protocols and procedures in which they put in place for various transactions.
Yeah.
I've actually lost in the transaction, which I'm not claiming to be an automatic of knowledge alone. But I still want to say, ladies and gentlemen, because before we came down to this point, we already had something ongoing before. And I still want to ask him if he now feels that way because that's linger, because I did not respond in time.
No, but don't stand on your ground anymore. No, if you are talking, I expect you to make it better.
I'm trying to say, okay, fine. Let's say, okay, fine. Let's do Because honorably speaking, I have to be sincere and honest to myself. We've not been business for quite a while now, for over long. And like I earlier said, I had a very bad time all through 2019. 2019 was not really friendly at all to me because of all the visa issues that we all had. This year we're about to start on the good ground before the whole thing. So it's going to drag me and stretch me too tight because I was in this house to settle one before now. That is by design. I just want to play it. Okay, let's just add 100,000 to that 800, making 900. So that I can
the difference is much. No.
Mommy, please, I am begging this.
The difference is much. The difference is much.
Going by
900,000 from 1.4 million, you are still standing on your 600 or 500,000. No, please.
The thing is that I actually did this transaction and we made these expenses. Documentation and all.
You know documentation. Hold on. This person, haven't you have booked a hotel reservation for me for 1 million times.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Even whether I travel at even tickets. You have get ticket for me millions times. Which I did not pay you a dime.
That is based on closeness.
No, hold on. That what I'm trying to what is obtainable is obtainable. Fine. I can book hotel reservation for me, confirm hotel reservation, an agent that deal with hotels that is known. They can book hotel reservation without paying a dime. The hotels where I stayed in Germany, because I am known, I can book hotel reservation because they know my name. I don't pay a dime. So I must not pay money to book hotel reservation, one. Then the ticketing aspect of it, they have, issued me tickets several occasions that did not travel, and I don't pay them. And if I'm to pay, I cannot pay more than, okay, take 5,000 naira, print out because you use your MB, you use light or whatever. And if he's to charge, I don't think he will charge more than 10,000. So all the expenses you check and this and that, please, Frank, you are taking my time and I don't like it, please. Please. We need to bring an end to this.
I did not charge the itinerary of my itinerary. I didn't charge them over.
Please, you are not, only you cannot be speaking against more than how many thousands of people,
Madam, I am actually also pleading with you, and I've said it.
Please call Frank, let's conclude on this matter. I cannot keep going and talk. I know you like talking, so if they leave you the same thing, you talk from nothing.
It's not that I like talking. Normally, I don't. I know that I like talking at all, but it's not that I'm only just.
That is what we can do. That is the best.
Let's do that. I don't want to at the end of the day, I will not be that issue on this platform.
Okay, we are not afraid of issue. No. We only want the office is open for negotiation and resolution. If you refuse to resolve, we don't have any option. We don't pay. It doesn't cost us anything to do it the other way. That is why we will give everybody listening here and fair judgment. You cannot collect somebody's money, you have it, you say you are not paying back. What is that a trade?
It's not a trade, but sorry for that, because I'm not trading anybody here, please. I'm only pleading here, and I don't have the money. I'm only pleading that, okay, let's go, let me do that thing you are dragging.
It's not obtainable, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Before we came to this platform, I and him already had this at the conclusion.
You should have a witness.
You don't have any witness, you don't have any written agreement.
It is painful the fact that my phone was formatted.
If you go to court, will you tell the court that you have verbal agreement when you can't have proof of it?
Stated on the WhatsApp chat.
You can record your conversation from WhatsApp.
I actually did.
No, you can call them. They can send you your conversation.
Okay, you mean I can call
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp?
You can write them. They send you your conversation.
Okay, that I don't know. I only know that because of the one I back up last, that is what I'm able to record back the one I back up last. So that is just the thing. But at the same time, please, I am actually I've made a shift.
Hold on, point of correction. Nobody should request anybody's number from this platform. Please. Nobody, no single person should request anybody, any agent, anybody's number from this platform. If I see such request, I will block you. This platform is not a platform of business transaction. because if you have any issue, you will be yourself, you will hold yourself responsible, will not be held liable. So don't exchange contact with anybody in this platform. If you want to contact anybody and the person's contact is in our office, you must pass through the office to avoid being duped. We cannot guarantee thousands or numbers of people that are following us. From their comment and everything, you can know that we have so many bad eggs here. So please, don't request for anybody agent number from this platform for the agent to send you anything there, please. Thank you. Mr. Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are summarizing. We have come to the end of this case. Do a final word while we go off the line, because I have other things to do. This is Friday.
Okay, once more, thank you so much for the wonderful work. I really appreciate, and all the people that put call across regardless of this case. I want to quickly say that I stand from where you are stood. I mean, by 1.2 million naira, but I want to quickly remind you something also. You know, he is working based on 1,752,000 given to him by Mrs. Rosalie. He's not working on 1,996,000 I sent to Mrs. Rosalie. So I don't know if he pays. You understand what I mean, ma'am?
Hold on.
Okay, ma'am.
Where is the balance? I thought you people agreed that the total money you sent today is 1,752,000. Where is his balance? So his balance is with you, and you're asking me not to go further.
No, the whole money he sent to me is in my statement of account. The names of the people.
No, you confirm that he sent money 1,960,000
for 8 persons.
Okay.
Is that not the amount?
Yes.
And you sent 1,752,000 to Mr. Frank with that Effiong.
Yes, everything.
So where is the balance?
Everything he sent to me was sent to Mr. Johnson.
But Johnson said you sent only 1,752,000.
Can you just tell this
Mr.
as
Frank
like
is
I
even
sent
contradicting
everything
things
to me?
over and over again. I only 219 by 8 people is 1,752,000.
No, hold on. I think in this case may not end well. Come, you confirm that this man sent you 1,960,000, madam?
Yes, ma'am, for 8 persons.
No, you confirm that the money he sent to is 1,960,000, right?
1,750,000.
No, you told us this office that the money he sent to you is 1,960,000. Maybe we can, where you mark, we will calculate it now. Since you want to take us back. The money he sent to you, he said it's 1,960,000, right? You say what?
And the statement of account is in your office.
I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you dodging here and
I
there?
am not dodging. The total money sent to me was forwarded all of them to Mr. Johnson. I am not dodging.
Okay, I think since you people don't want the resolve of this case, I don't have any other thing to do than to take it off. Are you people ready to refund this money? Yes or no?
What do you want me to do?
You can call your husband in. Since you said you want to call your husband, go and call your husband
Johnson,
in.
tell them how you give the money.
It's outside.
The issue is there.
Mr. Johnson, I don't have anything more than 10 minutes with you in this office. Can you refund this money, yes or no?
Madam, what I collected is 219 for 8 people.
This woman said he sent you 1,960,000. Call your
I
husband.
can't collect what I didn't
Mr.
have.
Johnson, everything I did,
How many candidates was he?
Hold on. Everything was sent to your account.
You say everything sent to our account.
Everything was sent to our account. After you were the one discussing with Mr. Frank. I did not know your conversation with him.
There is no money.
Yeah, my own was
Don't shake
sent
my
to
this
me
thing.
and sent to him. That was all I was doing. He would say, send me, if he sent to me, I'll forward to him. Whatever their conversation is, or how the money is going, I don't know.
Stop stressing this woman.
I am stressed already. Mommy, my
Stop
baby is
stressing
very
this
hard.
woman because she has checked her account, but she has checked her, sit down. She has checked her transaction with this man. She confirmed that they sent her 1,960,000 and she sent you all the money. Don't stress her. If you stress her, you will not like yourself in this office.
not
Stop stressing her,
I'm not
sir.
trying to stress anybody. I'm sorry, please, madam. Just calm down, madam.
Open that door for the husband. Stop crying.
Sorry, please take it.
In fact, go home. Stop stressing her. This is your statement, right?
Yes.
Go home. Refund this guy his money. Don't stress me in this office anymore.
Take it.
What kind of thing is this?
Madam, please.
Yeah.
Why would you want to use your own to rob somebody?
I will not do that, ma. I will not do that. You can ask Mr. Frank, how many candidates did they give to me?
Listen, he can calculate and give you money, even if it's one candidate. And she said, he said 1,960,000 to the innocent woman. So why would you not deny what she sent to you? Madam, so she should pay your debt.
No, I didn't. What transpired, what I collected.
Okay.
The thing is that, madam, the thing.
No, leave her. Don't embarrass yourself.
Sorry,
What did it cost my wife?
no,
I don't want you to don't say. What did it cost my wife? This thing between you and Frank. I don't want issue. I don't know you. I don't want issue with you. I said nothing.
Sure, you have proof of how you send the money. Do you send the money to you through account?
Because of this, my wife lost baby.
No, is it through an account?
I don't want issue with you. Don't say.
Your account to his business account.
Every money you send to him is through his account, Abi. Help me mark where you send the money to.
They send money to you. I don't like issue with you.
See,
you and your wife they chop the money.
We don't chop
we
anything.
are like messenger to this thing.
Help me mark.
Because of this thing, we lost baby of 9 months.
sorry, don't be offended, sir. Take it easy.
I don't like this thing. They make me vex. So
Wait now.
we didn't chop money. I don't like. I the vex. See my wife they cry. We lost baby because of this guy.
I'm sorry, please sit down.
You see now?
We lost baby. When we lost baby because of this guy. Because of 9 months baby.
So you collect money.
I went and
Frank is
borrowed
calling, and this is how you are stressing her.
600,000 because of this guy. We don't know anything. We are just like a messenger.
I'm sorry for.
See my wife, they cry.
I've been pleading with that for you since before now.
We don't know anything. We are just like a messenger.
You collected even 200 and something thousand, and they say refund what is it, and you have collected over 800. You are still holding to somebody's money to ransom. What kind of defraud attitude is that?
I'm sorry.
See now, you are enjoying money. Who there they suffer?
Don't say that.
If anything happens to my, I don't agree with me. I go hit you here. I don't want to.
Sorry.
It's okay now.
Calm down.
Try to this one now. I want to set my piece. Now you take advantage of everything.
I'm not taking advantage of anything.
After the one say you collect money, you go settle the money. Won't come out there. I'm not telling you what happen.
As far as you send him money in that place, indeed from your account, you don't have any case in this office. Are you hearing me? You don't need to cry. You don't need to stress yourself.
Accept your mistake.
And instead of you to say, you send money to this man, you say we should not ask him questions. Why would you even make such statements? You send money to person. You did not follow him eat the money. And you said they should stop asking him questions. Why would they stop asking him questions? And you want him to be dragging you.
As I apologize for that, as earlier said. It's because of my head, I told you. And why I'm
Don't even talk again. I don't want you to talk anything.
Because I have told him, as we are coming, let us try and resolve this thing once and for all. Don't go into it.
I said
Because
Come, hello. Listen to me. Sign this thing and get off from my office, please. Stop stressing anybody
sent
here.
1.2 million refund.
What did she pay to you? Said she paid you 1,009,000 something, and you refunded 330 something thousand.
The number of candidates that was given to me was
No,
8,
hold on. No, you don't
at the rate of
calculate on that. You
219.
calculate on the money they sent to
That
you.
is it, madam.
You calculate based on the money they sent to you. It's not by candidate. They send you 1,960,000.
They were saying
She has her own statement.
expenses and all
I
that.
also have a
That
copy
was
that can
their
still
own
that can also be
explanation,
provided.
their own discussion, which I was not even aware of. Mr. Frank was saying he paid money
She
for
said she
tickets
sent
and
you
all that.
1,960,000.
And that's all. I did
We
not
can
know
do the
about
calculation
that.
from my own statement of account. When if I'm asked to produce my own statement
You
of
are
account.
supposed to provide the statement of account today because you are aware that this case is coming up today.
Madam, I knew what I collected, and what we collected was 219,000 on each candidate, which Mr. Frank had 8 candidates. Out of the 8 candidates, we did a refund out for 2 candidates. He gave me the remaining candidate.
What of the money this woman sent to you?
I can't take more than what we asked for. The deposit
Don't
was
talk in
the
don't
deposit-
talk in hurry.
But the
Don't
deposit-
even talk in shouting.
Sorry, madam, please.
You want to answer if you don't your husband is aware of all this, your husband can ask him questions.
Yeah.
Don't even stress yourself for nothing.
The fee deposit was $500, which was requested, which is at that time.
No,
was
hold on. What I'm saying is this. Did this woman transfer 1,960,000 to your account.
The money that was not confirmed. The first money that was confirmed was for 6 candidates.
Hold on.
And which was about 1,052,000. Then we added other
this
to
man.
get to.
If people transfer 1,960,000 to this man.
Before this thing, I don't want issue with you.
Of course, I don't want
Because of this same issue, my wife lost pregnancy of 9 months. This same issue. Now me know I suffer. My wife nearly died March. I broke 600,000.
Hold on. When you say your wife lost pregnancy because of this issue, how does this issue happen? Because of
other candidates.
Okay, because of other candidates.
Other candidates that were setting us, we are running up and down, threatening my wife, trying to kill us.
Okay, not this particular one.
Not this particular one. Okay. Not particular one. Because of
meaning he has collected money through your wife's account from other people.
Yes, other people that send money to him that he has recorded. Because of this, people are threatening my wife.
Sue you.
You understand? We are running up and down, and I was telling him this thing. Look at my wife. My wife even went to Aja. Was people, if I go to work, some people came to my house to threaten my wife. They will kill me and my wife. And I was telling this guy, I have my own job I'm doing. Because of you told them you are doing this stuff. Because of the commission, you understand? After the whole thing, you and Frank, after the first session of Madam, Frank said I'm giving my uncle information. Frank backed out from us. As soon as the first session, Frank continued, I would have tried and he would have paid Frank. But some of the people, he refunded them back their money. After the first transaction, Frank was dealing with him directly. Not by side. By side, it was when this thing did not go through. That was when my wife can even show the text message. That was when Frank now came back. My wife was now telling him that you stop dealing with us. And any information he did with us, Johnson would tell me. You understand? That was when he started him and Johnson now agreed that Johnson should refund him part of the payment. I don't like. How
much did Frank agree with Johnson to refund?
The information he was telling me.
Who was telling you?
Johnson that he agreed to refund Mr. Frank whether 7 something. My uncle over there now called him for future purpose. You should add something to it. And it's like Mr. Frank is bargaining either 1 million naira.
Okay.
For Johnson to refund him. That's what he told my wife and I.
Yes.
My wife and I were not telling that just try anything possible, anything you have. Try and give him.
You are looking for, some of you will look for, that is why some of you, when they just look at, they kill one person and they say, this innocent man. You don't even know that you are dragging issue to your life. You will sit in your own house collecting money from people here and there. Then you'll be negotiating what is convenient for you to refund back. Unknowingly to you that you may eat more than what you cannot chew. You collect 1,960,000 from person, then you are not saying what you will refund is 800 and 700,000. As in what? Is the person your child or the person working for you? And you want to come and speak English here and walk away? It's not possible. If you DM me today, I will start the embarrassment from here. I will get you arrested, then we'll start it off from there. What kind of nonsense is that? Because of your stress, somebody lost a child. That is not okay by you. Because of you, this woman has been stressing herself, coming in and coming back, coming in and going out, and you still want to argue what she sent to your account. What kind of human being are you?
Man, God who made me the wife.
Why are you so insensitive?
I don't want to lie against him, but I only wanted to say the truth. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't lie against someone. I have my own job I'm doing. But say the truth. Say the truth.
Is there. And as I now, that very account is even zero. Because I was using the very account for my phone.
Don't stress yourself. Are you hearing me? You want to drink water?
Yes.
Where is this girl? Please. Bring water for me, please. You can have this.
I also need water. Don't be afraid. And I also have a bottle. Pure water, so please, I'm sorry. See, Mr. Effiong, so the whole thing is that let's move forward. I'm sorry I've taken this honorable house time and all this stuff, but at the same time, please, ma'am, I'm also saying it that I don't know why I'm being.
Stop that noise there, please.
The thing that money that she said was sent to me, I know the amount of money that was
This is fraud, though, if you don't know. Whether you think it's people that doesn't know they know how to handle case that they'll call what you are doing business. This is not business transaction. This is fraud. If you provoke me, you will not like where you will end today. I'm just telling you. Please don't. I don't even want any story from you anymore. What I'm expecting for you is to sign how you return this money and let's end this matter. That is what I'm expecting from you. Don't take me any 1 second explanation to end. I've given you more than enough time over how many hours that we've started this case. Please don't take me beyond this.
Okay, back to I don't know why I always I actually take myself less of this. The thing, okay, for us to let's move further, madam, please, please. I'm actually begging Mr. Frank to avoid any other embarrassment and other pain I'm causing my brothers and sisters here. I am ready to like bear the burden upon myself and bear the pain of what has transpired so far. At the moment now, I think I just have to plead, like I'm saying,
don't plead again. Don't plead again, because if you, the pleading is you now trying to bring this person, because if we are calculating on 1,700,000 and what? 752. And Madam says she sent you 1,960,000. And you are not saying you want to return back 1 million according, because you have made confessional 2 wrong statements here. This man husband said you told him that you want to return back, you and him agreed 1 million. And you told us, hold on, excuse me, you told us 800,000, and this guy said no. He told you you should be paying the money back to him. He thought you were going to be paying and you pay the balance later. That is what he told you. So it's your word against his word. So there's no way we can believe you totally. 1,960,000 minus 1,752,000. That is 208,000. So 208,000 is in your custody, and they are asking, that is minus even the one you are claiming. So you are still even standing on that 600,000. Tell Daddy to give me DPO number, please. I cannot continue with this.
From all the money that
I'm worried, bro. Fine, I don't really.
We don't try for you. We don't try for you. You understand?
We don't collect you using this woman.
We don't try for you.
I'll do it.
You understand? Me, madam, I've tried as a brother. I've tried as a brother to
For
me.
those that know me, I don't hear I beg. I will let give information. But one that I beg, I know they hear I beg.
Listen.
Talk what you want to talk.
Okay, what? You're stepping outside.
No, I'm here. Don't worry. Go
Okay.
ahead. So what
as my honorable colleagues, this okay. What I'm playing, okay, I accept paying the 1.2 million and refund back to him.
Okay.
Now, but what I want to play this out that okay, at when I start paying, currently at the moment, honestly, business has not yet resumed, and as soon as the business resumes, it's not that maybe I have the money started to start paying. So I want to ask this honorable house to please grant me the grace and opportunity to start at least paying from anything from August, because
August from not till August is how many months?
it's just 2 months from Itaba.
Just after
So
a month in
after a month in Itaba, so that I can be able to at least start paying something to him this time. And since that's come to this point, before now it felt maybe I was not willing to pay him. So, but at least since we have got to this point, we'll be able to at least do the payment. And the same channel in which the money came to me, the same channel I'm just going to use in paying back the money to him.
No,
now that has come to this point, this is where, okay, this is where. So I agree, but I'll start the payment in the month of August by the grace of God, and then at least I will need like a 3 or 4 consignment time to be able to pay the money, because I can't say I can only be paying this. I have other things also. I also have my personal issues.
The consignment time, will it be convenient for you?
I would prefer 4. We have August, September, October, November. At least I won't want to end the year with any debt on me. I would have loved to resolve the issue between August and latest November. I should be able to like pay up whatever it is on ground by the grace of God, Christ is mercy, so that we can be able to at least do other things. I really appreciate your effort, and I'm sorry for every inconvenience. Of course, my sister and my brother, yeah, he's my brother. Yeah, I can't, because of this point now, deny him also. We've come a long way together as a brother. He's my elder brother. So it's quite unfortunate that this has lingered and this issue has come up. Well, as I'm also a colleague, at least I will take a lot of lesson from this as regards to what to do, things to do, and how to go about this in time of as we resume back to business by God's grace. Madam, I'm sorry once again for having offended you in the way I actually spoke, but I want to appeal to Frank. He has been a gentleman and a friend before now. We've spoken so many other business days together before now.
You can say all that after
so I really want to say, please, I started from August. I just need 4 months time, because already before the Honorable House I already have a transaction to pay, and which I have to do that within Orlando, and I don't have all this thing is just still on refund policy, which I have already on ground. I was here some week ago for a transaction also that actually failed. I need to be refunded also that, and also one has children to feed, another thing to do. So I want to use this opportunity to plead to this Honorable House that I'm willing to pay back the refund of 1.2 million naira to him, but I only just want to pay. He has been patient with me, but I just want to give me from August and later by November I should be able to pay all whatever he has. Christ in His mercy, because I can't project anything at all, but I just want to believe that by God's grace. So please, I'm only begging. It's not easy and it's tough actually in the industry at the moment now.
And I think I will still let you understand. Henceforth, I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you. Let your case not appear in this office again on visa scam.
I just can't.
And stop collecting money from people in advance. Because money is a temptation. You cannot have money lying in your account except if you have discipline and you have control on how to handle money that does not belong to you. Stop collecting money from people on a ground that you want to do visa while the visa you don't have a cogent arrangement in the embassies. So stop collecting money from anybody. Whatever money that you are going to collect from anybody that have to do with expenses must be documented, signed. The one that is not refundable, let it be money that is entry or whatever. The one that is refundable, if you cannot control yourself for spending what does not belong to you, then don't go into that. Because we're not going to tolerate any similar case of such that have to do with you in this office again. You've heard now. The wife first said she lost her baby because of this office, which she has actually corrected, not because of this office, because of your tension given to her from people that you were owing through her. And you that is crying, I don't see any reason. You are not all these agaracha women. So what is your involvement that somebody will be sending money via your account where you are not part of the business? You are not on commission. They will send money to you. You will transfer. They will deduct money from your account from bank. And even if they want to investigate your account by tax, FRS will still compel you to pay tax for you to pay charge because money is passing through your account. Now you are crying. You are not a visa agent. You don't work in the embassy. You don't even have visa office. Why can't you just take yourself off from all this kind? Anybody that want to transact business, if your husband is willing to do with them, please take off your hand and mind the business you know how to do best. Stop giving yourself a stress. Don't stop engaging yourself on what you cannot stand. You are just crying and crying and crying as if somebody is abusing you or somebody is insulting you or they are assaulting you. No. You are crying. You are just being tortured emotionally, which shouldn't be. Don't get yourself involved with all this kind of a thing. By now, you should have learned from this. So please, any business that does not involve you directly, don't go into it. Don't give your account to anybody. They can even defraud people via your account. If not that we are resolving it, if this go to EFCC, you cannot be crying. Nobody will listen to your cry. Please avoid all these kind of people. You must not relate with your family, or be your cousin or your husband friend from all this kind of a thing. Please.
Yes, okay.
Why are you saying August? We are just in May.
We're not in May. Sorry for using that.
We're in June.
We're in June. Mommy, already, I was with you to drop a check, which I'm still struggling.
So where is the check of this one now? Because I told you, don't come to this office without check. Where is the check of this one?
I'm going to announce with them, and they are actually going to issue. She's going to actually issue the check.
No,
So I
no, don't.
Okay.
Are you leave this woman alone? Let me not just even have problem with you between you and this woman. Come on. What is your problem? I thought you are the husband of this woman.
Yes, madam.
So what is the problem now that this man will not let this woman rest?
I've told my wife to hands off everything.
When must he be your check again?
I've told her.
You agree to it?
No.
Don't give your check. If you give your check in this office and that check bounce, you are in trouble.
We did not agree on him giving me check. The only thing we agreed is come here so that we resolve
The
it.
money will not go through her.
Since madam has
You are
said
not paying money
the
to account. You are
is
paying money
going
to this office.
Okay.
So please give us your check. I told you before. So why would you want to ask her to give us check? We have been confirmed that the money is in your custody. So nobody will even call her as far as this case is concerned again. She has sent money to you. She has offered her hand. You, Frank, don't call this woman anymore from today. Don't even text her. How are you? Don't say it. Leave her alone. Your money is not in her custody. It's not in her account. It's not with her. Your money is with Mr. Frank. Effiong just saying that we are having in this office. So Effiong will give us his check. Leave this woman and her family alone. We use God Almighty beg you. Calculate how you are paying the money and write this and then tell us how we'll get the check. Mr. Effiong. How did you calculate it? How did you express it? How did you spread it?
Divided by 4.
Not 4, nice 3.
Oh, please, Lord, please, I can only do 4. I will only just end up embarrassing myself if I should say I want to do 3. Already I have issue on ground, and apart from that, I just told this honorable house that beginning of this year I took
that check of Vivian that you dropped. The check is ending when?
It's starting from this month of June and then July. And you know the volume is.
But you started with this guy first, with Frank first.
It was Frank issue I actually came for when I was tendered the Asika matter. Asika only did that he told me that he was also part of the candidate for that trip, but she never opted out for medical. Now
that you started with Frank matter and Asika came in, what if another person not coming?
No, I don't have that.
I hope nobody will see you and still come again.
Most that will see me and come again. I don't have any issue with anybody.
I just hope so.
Go
ahead and write it and let's have the shift.
I don't pray to have it, but at least.
Mr. Frank, are you comfortable for the first split?
For full payment, ma?
Yes. You said August to August.
It starts from 1st of August.
August,
The second one in August, the September, October, then end in November.
To end November.
Well, ma, I know I wouldn't say that I wouldn't go contrary to your decisions, but I would appreciate if you could make it 3-time payments and not 4 times.
Okay, because you have please, I want to appeal to you. We're trying to resolve because it has happened and he have other money to refund back in this office. Please bear with him so that he can make it that we'll just pray it should not default so that it will not become another big issue. Please, we appeal to you from this office. Bear with him so that let it be that for instrumental, please. Thank you. All right. You have any other thing to say?
Yeah, I would like to come tomorrow with the check and then do all the undertaking and write the check, and that's why I can present it, because if I write now and I don't have the check now, I don't know how you want it now.
I thought you are within this area.
Yes, this stays far from here. I'm the one that stays close to
You are where?
I stay in Abomo after Yanapaja.
It's not far now.
I can easily quickly come down again.
Okay, you just write the undertaking. Of course, you check it now. We can do the calculation. Write the undertaking. It's just the check you are bringing tomorrow. That's what you do. You write the undertaking, then according to the undertaking, you present us the check. You say August, September, October, November. So we'll just check the date of on or before end of August 20 something, end of October, on of October 30, on of November. So that's how we'll do it. So let me have the give me one calendar there.
No, yes.
You did before now. The National President, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice, then your address there and there. Huh?
No, only to say, okay, I can snap once I feel right time. I want to have my own copy.
There's a photocopy here.
No.
I want to do a sub-edit on that.
No. Yeah, before you do sub-edit, I thought you've written this before. Your name, your address, your telephone number here, then who you're addressing the letter to, like a formal letter, the National President, I mean the chairman. You write this name, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center, full stop, letter of undertaking. Or that is where you write this already, undertaking. You now write it. This is a rough sheet. You can use this then. If it's okay, what you write, if it's okay, then you transfer it. This calendar, you can check calendar. August end in Monday 31st, September end Wednesday 30th, October end in which day? October end 28th, 28th Friday. Have you know? 30th Friday. Then November and Monday. So on or before, those are the things. Okay, you are writing it. Okay, August end 30th, Monday 30th. September and Wednesday 30th. October and Friday 30th. November and 30th Monday 30th. So all those ones will be on or before. So if whatever is
can you use that one?
Yeah, let me just.
No, let him have a rough draft. Then return it. All right, thank you very much. I want to appreciate some of you that's here that have been sharing this page. One, Abimbola Omotolani, thank you very much for sharing the page, for sharing this case. Neoma Terry, I appreciate you from this office. Vivian King, thank you very much for every one of you that glued, share, and encourage people to share this platform. God bless you. My attention was drawn by one of our viewers that the case was handled yesterday. The chairman handled yesterday. One blogger took the case and upload, and I think there is an issue on that. And because we have not been able to take it up with people, they are taking this office for granted, which I think we have to stand up now. We'll contact our legal department for anybody that we did not give permission to upload our video in any social media, YouTube, Facebook, and other social media, and you do that, we'll not have any other option that to sue you and even join hand with the parties that we attended their case to also sue you also. And that is what I'll quickly use one of you as the train to others. So if you are having any of our video that is not in this page, that you download anywhere, any page, you just have to drop it immediately without immediately without any delay, because you will not find it funny with this office. Drop any video of ours in this page that they never permit any of you to upload in any other social media. Drop it immediately. And please, thank you very much. We still encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV. Is our YouTube channel, which will still be posting, and other for more interesting case is the reason why we'll encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel there. And I see some other messages that you send across, some of you that needs our contact and all this. If we're not able to respond back to you now, please we'll respond back to you as soon as we go off a line to enable you reach out to us very well. All right, thank you. My name is Mrs. Solushola. Here with me I have someone that assisted in moderating over this case, Mr. Ehoza Jr. He's also a committee member. All right.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. And please just subscribe to our channels and you see more interesting cases like this. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Roslyn, I know you have been crying and crying and crying. I know you are crying, baby. All right. Can you quickly tell the viewers how you feel about this very case? Yeah, I can see it smiling all over you.
I felt relieved.
You felt relieved.
Big relief.
Okay.
Because I won't lie, I have been having sleepless nights. Each time I'm about coming to this very office, I'm a very peaceful person. I don't like, if not for the fact my in-law used me just to make sure the money gets to the travel agency, which I did, I wouldn't have been a party to this. Yeah. Because this is not my field. And I'm very happy that this has taught me a very big lesson. Okay. And now I know better. And I'm very glad, and I want to thank the viewers, everybody that have contributed so far. Yeah. I really want to thank Mr. Frank for his patience too. It's not easy. Yeah. Being for somebody to hold your money for a transaction that did not work out for almost a year. I want to thank him for his patience. And I pray we'll meet again in a better transaction or good name, not the one he's termed me as a scammer, of which I was not. You are not, don't worry. We are going to remove your name from that because you are not part of it. Yes. I promise you that we're going to edit and delete all your name. Anywhere your name appears, we'll remove it. Thank you. Because you are not a scammer. They only use it to collect money. Okay? Thank you. Maybe, all right. So I think we'll still have you back in the house again. They will not decorate you and give you another name, the face of human rights princess, Roslyn. So I believe you are happy with this office. Yes, very happy. All right. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll have Mr. Roslyn husband come this way, even though you have showed the baby face motor number. So come and give us your contribution. Okay, husband to Mr. Rosemary. Very well, madam. Okay, that is good. Tell us your view about this case, your opinion, and how you feel about the resolution of this case. Your wife is involved.
When I was outside, my heart was kind of beating. Okay. Now I've been skipping work just to stay by the side of my wife. Yeah. No, indeed, because of these and other things, we lost our baby, which whenever I do think of it, I'm always happy. Sorry about that. It, you understand? Because of we've been running headers, people threatening us. I just want to thank Mr. Frank. I know it's not been easy for him, you understand? Because his brother just called me now. This morning, being outside, you understand, he has been a patient person towards my wife, and I don't know him. Understand? But now at times we learn lesson for what has happened. I just want to thank you, madam, for the way you handled the case and how it was being resolved. I just want to thank you. I know we learned lesson from what has happened now. Justin has been a brother to me, but at times I just don't want to say anything bad against him. He's still my brother. Yeah. Understand? So I just want to thank you for the way you've handled the case between my wife and Mr. Frank and Mr. Johnson.
So you're happy?
I'm happy now. Yes,
that's all right. That's nice. Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Mr. Frank from Israel. Quickly tell us, because you are the complainant of this case, tell us how you feel about your case, how this case is being handled in this office.
Wow, I must say that I'm speechless because the way everything went, I'm so happy, and I am so happy and grateful for your wonderful mediator. And also I want to say, and I pray that God will always continue to give you more wisdom and also always continue to bless you.
Thank you.
To my friends, Mr. Eke, Mr. Ifai, and the wife, my brother, I'm sincerely sorry for the loss of the baby, and I'm sorry for putting you all through these scenarios. I'm really sorry. We have gone a long way, like you said. I am a very lovely person and a friendly person. I don't have any grudges or to be very to have anything bad in mind against you people. I still love you people and take you like a family, like I used to tell you people. Please accept my condolence and please take care of your beautiful wife. I'm sorry, and I withdraw my statement for having her scam. And also to Mr. Johnson, my dear brother, I don't have much to say, but I love it when people are being honest and sincere when they are dealing with people. Because there's a word they say that customers is always right. You have to always take care of your customers, make sure you protect them, and not to allow them to go further in making case with you, because that is where you earn your living to feed your family. So I believe that this case has taught you a lesson, also include with other people. So please, have a rethink in your business and please stay out of trouble. I love you as a brother and I wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone, all the viewers, all the people that called to contributed. May God continue to bless each and every one of you people.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Frank. Okay, are you done, Mr. Effiong? Okay, while I'm going through, you quickly tell us how you feel about this case.
I'm at the lost side, so what is this?
You must say something, however. You are not even lost, rather than
you will win also. Is it when you before you will laugh? When you will not laugh?
Don't mind him.
I want to applaud this honorable house. We once in a while we actually they've been friendly, and since I came around.
Hello, excuse me, you're obstructing.
Since this case was being presented, it has been handled in a very friendly manner, and I really also applaud the way we actually came to a good concession in this transaction. Though it's a little painful on my side, but nevertheless, I've been told that sometimes in business you don't have a win-win all the time. So I really appreciate the comrade and those that call, and though good was spoken, bad was spoken is one thing about in the area of business. I really appreciate it. For Mr. Frank, we've had a good time discussion together even before we came to this point of aspect, and I still want to, he's a brother, and I hope I and him will meet one-on-one face-to-face for a better, good order dealings as we go further in life by his mercy. So that is all I have to say. I really appreciate the human rights. You guys are doing wonderful work, and I pray that God is best to keep you going as you go day by day.
All right. You add this in addition to what you write, so this is what you are going to write briefly from the beginning. All right, viewers, that is it. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Join us again for other interesting case that we have. Okay, for some of you that are asking for our number, We have 2, 3, 4 numbers that will release back to you this afternoon. Okay, our first number is 090302474. 090302474. 090302484. So if you have a complaint, if you want to make inquiry, you have a case you want to make inquiry, you call 090302484 or 090302474 is the number to call if you want to make inquiry or you want to complain. Then if you have a case of emergency, you call 09060291622. I repeat, case of emergency 09060291622, then 08033024550. If you have any case of emergency, you call 09060291622 or 08033024550. That is the line if you have an emergency. And if you want to send a message, an SMS to us, where we can respond back on case, on inquiry, you call 090302423. That is for our WhatsApp line if you want to send a message and you want a response back on that. So thank you very much. Remain blessed and have a very wonderful evening. All right, bye.